because it was the longest I've ever seen her play with something. It was amazing. What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'll be sharing some fall Halloween toddler activities with you. I found most of these on Pinterest, which, I mean, I find almost everything on Pinterest. But anyways, I'm going to be sharing 4 activities with you. And then, towards the very end of this video, I'll be sharing a few more that I plan on doing with Charlotte next month for Thanksgiving. So be sure to watch until the very end so you can see what those are. Alright, so this first activity is called Feed the Ghost. And I actually took one of Charlotte's old little puff containers and just tore the outside off. I cut a hole on the top, and then I drew a little ghost face on the front. And then I just filled it up with little pom-poms. And I just did orange, yellow, and white, just kind of try to keep it on the fall Halloween side. I didn't have black ones, or else I would have done black and orange, but I still kind of kept it with the fall colors. So the concept of this little activity is to take the pom-poms and they just pick them up one by one and just put them into the little hole on the top. And Charlotte loved this activity. I just poured all the pom-poms onto the coffee table for her, and she just picked them up and just started placing them into the top of the container. And it was so cute because after a while she's getting like super fast at it, like she was racing herself or something. But then it got really cute when she started picking it up and trying to pour the pom-poms out. And that was something else that was fun to show her, like how to take the lid off and pour them out, put the lid back on, and then to feed the ghost again. So definitely a fun activity. This lasted about maybe 10 minutes with her, but I bring it out every once in a while and we talk about the colors. I will point out the orange, and I'll pull all the orange ones aside and we'll just do the orange pom-poms. I'll pull the white ones out and I'll do the yellow ones. And I also have more with other colors, but like I said, I try to keep it with the fall colors just for this month. So this next activity is a rice sensory bin. So obviously you need a little bin, rice. I got stuff from the Dollar Tree, so I got these little jack-o'-lanterns, and then I got these little like eyeballs. I found little mini spider rings to throw in there to kind of keep it the Halloween theme. This activity was so fun and she loved it, and this is the longest I've ever seen her play with something. Normally she is over an activity or a toy within like the next few minutes, and then she's on to the next thing. We played with the sensory bin probably for 30 to 40 minutes. That's the longest I've ever seen her play with something, and it was awesome. She loved it, and I don't know why I've never done a sensory bin with her before until now. Like, where have I been? Another great idea, instead of rice, my neighbor told me to try coffee beans or just like regular beans, so that's a great idea as well. Now with this activity, I wish I would have laid something down underneath the bin in her, because I did it in her bedroom, and which was no problem because whatever I couldn't scoop up, I just vacuumed. It was no big deal. And like I said, I got the rice at the Dollar Tree, so it wasn't this huge thing about spending money on rice. But it was definitely messy because she liked to scoop it up and just sprinkle it all around her. But it was so fun to see her have this big smile on her face and just laughing and just loving picking everything up. She would put the spider rings on her finger. She would put them on me. Like, it's a great activity, and I will definitely be doing this with her more often. We did it again outside, which was way easier because I can just sweep it up and it was no big deal. But I'll definitely be doing this activity again for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and just changing up the items that are inside the bin. So like Thanksgiving I plan on doing like leaves with it, and Christmas time more Christmas things. So definitely a great activity for your little one. So this next activity is just a ghost garland, and you guys probably saw this in my clean and decorate my toddler girl room with me. And I shared the ghost garland that I hung up. I did most of the work on this. She played or helped me a little bit with it, but I don't think she was liking how everything was sticky. But it was still really cute. So I just cut the ghost out and the eyes and mouth on my Cricut machine. Obviously, if you don't have a Cricut machine or you don't want to be that extra like me, you could just cut it out on a piece of paper. No big deal. But I just took glue, or you could take a glue stick and just put glue all over the ghost. And then I took the cotton balls and I just pulled them apart so I got more use out of them rather than just doing the giant cotton ball, and then started sticking them on. I was showing Charlotte how to stick them on, and she would stick one on but then pull another one off. So I think she liked taking them off rather than putting them on the ghost. A friend of mine shared a very similar activity over on her Instagram. She did this with her daughter, but she did contact paper, so like one side's sticky and the other side's not. So she drew a ghost on the side that's not sticky and then put it onto her like slider door. And then the side that is sticky, she gave cotton balls to her daughter so she can go over and just put them onto the ghost. So that's another great option. So if you don't want to cut out ghost and use glue, you can do contact paper, and that way your little one can stand up and then walk up to it, almost like pin the tail of a doggy. You're just putting ghost balls on your ghost. So that's another great idea if you guys want to do that option, or like mine, I just cut ghost out, used glue, and then put cotton balls on it. And then I just punched holes at the top of the ghost and then strung some string through it and hung it up. So it's a great little activity with your little one. Charlotte liked it, but she like wasn't sure about it at the same time. All right, so this last activity is apple stamping. This one I thought she was actually gonna like more than she did. She liked the paint more than using the apples. But anyways, what you're gonna need with this is apples, paint, paper. I did a little mini canvas for her, and then I also added some paintbrushes. So you're just gonna cut your apple in half, and then on top I just kind of made little slits so she can pick it up and just hold it a little bit easier rather than trying to pick up the apple and slipping out of her hand. And then I just laid down like that moving paper you get. I just taped it down on the concrete so that way she wasn't getting paint everywhere. And then I just threw some paintbrushes out for her and put the paint on a paper plate. So like I said, I thought she was gonna like this activity with the apples. She wanted nothing to do with the apple. I even showed her I picked it up and like stamped it. Nope, girlfriend wanted to rub her hands and feet, legs all into the paint and then just paint on the paper, which ended up being so much fun, and she loved it. I love seeing her little smile, and she was giggling. I got some good pictures of her and obviously some footage. So it was great. I definitely want to try skiing with her with the apple and have her try and stamp it when she gets a little older, but I think she's still a little young for the apple stamping part. But I tried. And like I said, she loved playing in the paint. Alright, so that's all the activities I have for you guys that I did with Charlotte. Now I'm going to go ahead and share some that I plan on doing with her next month in November for like Thanksgiving time. So I'm going to go ahead and slide over a little bit so I could just pop up pictures of the ideas I found on Pinterest. And then I will also link those down below for you guys so you guys can check it out as well. So for this first one, it's very similar to Feed the Ghost. It's Feed the Turkey. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use another one of the puff containers or if I'm going to do like a plastic bottle and then glue the feathers on the back. And I think I might do the plastic bottle with the feathers because I feel like if we put feathers on one of these, it might look kind of weird behind. And with the plastic bottle, it's clear and she can get the idea more, I guess. I don't know. I haven't really decided. But then you're just going to take cotton balls, lay those out for her, and I might throw in like little tongs to kind of make it a little more difficult for her to try and pick them up and then stick them into like Feed the Turkey rather than her just picking the cotton balls up and feeding it. So that's what I have planned to do. The next one's going to be a sensory bin. So just like I mentioned before the sensory bin, I'm going to do rice and then probably just throw in some leaves. If I find like little mini acorns, I might throw those into there, but for sure rice and leaves. She loves the sensory bin, and I don't know why I never did it before, but now we are, and it's great. I do it outside now instead of inside the house. If I do inside the house, I know to lay something down so I don't have to try and scoop it all up and vacuum it. But yes, I will be doing a more Thanksgiving theme sensory bin for her. This next one is going to be tree painting. So I'll take a piece of paper, obviously, and I'll paint the trunk and branches for Charlotte first. Then you can do either a little like broccoli bunch and dip that into paint and have them stamp it on the paper to give them like the leaves. Or you can do a bundle of Q-tips, like wrap them into like a rubber band, and then have them dip the bundle of Q-tips into paint and then stamp them around to make it look like leaves on the tree. So there are two different options you can use, either broccoli or Q-tips, but I thought that'd be kind of a fun activity for her just to learn to pick something up, dip it into paint, and then stamp it on the paper. We'll see, because she didn't like doing the apple stamping, but maybe this will be a little bit different. So I'm going to try it. And this last one is a fall wreath. So you just need tissue paper, a paper plate, and glue. So you're going to take your paper plate, cut out that middle section so you're just stuck with like the outer plate, so it's like a wreath. Put glue on that and then take tissue paper and cut them into squares, crumble it up and give it to your little one, and have them take those and stick it on the plate. Then they get this cute little fall wreath, and you can punch holes on the top, put string, and just hang it up. So it's something cute that they did, a little activity. I will see how Charlotte does with this, because with the ghost garland, she just wanted to pull the cotton balls off the ghost rather than sticking them on. But in the next month, she'll be 22 months, so she'll be a little bit older, so maybe she'll like the concept then. So we'll see. Alright, so that is it for this video. That's the 4 activities I do with Charlotte for fall Halloween, and then the 4 activities I plan on doing with her for next month for November Thanksgiving time. If you do any of these activities with your little one, I would love to see, so be sure to tag me on Instagram. I'll put my handle right here for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave those comments down below, subscribe if you're new. I would love for you to join my YouTube family, and thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!